Good Saturday morning, everybody. Welcome back to another full day of eating. For those of you that are new, thank you for stopping by. For my old subscribers, thank you so much for your loyalty and coming back to watch me every single time. My name is Aretha, and I eat keto. Sometimes it's low carb, high fat. So thank you for just coming to my channel today. As you can see, I have started off with my bulletproof coffee. So it's been a long time since I had coffee and chat with you guys on a Saturday morning. Have I ever did it on a Saturday morning? I don't know. I don't know what today is going to unfold, so I'm just probably going to fly by the seat of my pants on today. And it's pretty wet out there in the Pacific Northwest, so we'll see what happens. But I want to have a little chat with you guys regarding ignorance. We have all heard the term ignorance is bliss. It's not bliss. I think what made me start thinking about it, I had several conversations with different people around eating, and especially keto and what I do. So I'm sure we all have these type of people in our lives, or people that we conversate with, and it just goes over their head. I'm going to say that. If you are coming to me to talk about what I eat and you have no clue as to what it is, how are you going to debate me right off the bat when I say I eat a ketogenic diet, low carb, high fat? This is what my routine looks like, and you become defensive. I'm going to say, when you start talking about food and all of that, it's almost like it falls into the category now of things you cannot talk about. That's taboo. You can't talk about sex. You can't talk about politics. You can't talk about religion. Food has now been put in that category. People go ballistic over food. How do you debate somebody when you don't even know what it is they're talking about? We have those. I've had those conversations, and it baffles me. It honestly baffles me. I'm going to talk about the ketogenic diet from my perspective and what I know and what I've researched and looked up and all of that. And you're going to be like, oh, no. Oh, no. And then I say, well, please go do your research, and nothing. They don't even want to research. They don't want to even look into it. What I say for people like that, I try not to waste my energy on them. If you're too darn lazy to do some research, and you go to someone to ask them, and you're going to start debating them, no, just no. Now, I have a great appreciation for those that are open-minded, even giving me weird looks when I'm talking about it. And then go and do some research, and we talk about it again, and they say, I know this could be beneficial for me, but I'm not there yet. I have great respect for people that say, I know I need to make a change, even if it's not ketogenic, and even in any part of your life where they say, I need to make a change, I know this would be beneficial, I'm just not there yet. But to live in ignorance and denial, and because you don't want to do it or don't want to hear it, it's not a good thing. And ignorance is not bliss. It's bad. At my heaviest, when I was going to the doctor and I was getting just yearly exam and blood work done, I had one doctor tell me, she looked me in the face, she said, Aretha, we are taught not to say anything about this, but even though you have quote unquote normal blood sugar numbers, and mine was at that time fasting 99, she looked at me and said, you might think about wanting to change your diet. 99 is not good. That was the first doctor that has ever said to me the what the norm is not normal. So again, if you are waiting for a healthcare professional to give you good health, and I'm not balking against the healthcare system, it may not happen. They want to treat the cause. They wait till you get into cross the line of something when it can be more preventative. Like I said, that was the only doctor I've had, and bless her heart, she's passed away, that told me, no, Aretha, that's not good. 99 is not good. So I know change is not easy. No one wants to go through change. You get in a comfort zone, even if it's a bad comfort zone, and you just roll with it. Or you get into a place where you just make excuses after excuse after excuse because it's what you want to do. I've been there. I've been there so many times before I landed and said, yeah, keto is a thing for me, but I'm going to tweak keto to make it work for my body. I can't tell you how many times I bounced around. I'm watching all these YouTubes. Oh, this person is doing so well on Weight Watchers. Oh, they get to eat this. I'm so jealous. I do Weight Watchers. It's a disaster. It is a fail for me. Or they say they're going and do this, or I'm watching someone that's doing this and they can eat this and I do it. It does not work. It does not work. So you have to kind of be true to yourself and know you can't live in this state of ignorance and wanting to just satisfy these urges, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing if you have an urge for something, and if it's every now and then. But for some of us that come from binge eating and addictions and all of that every now and then is sometimes really a slippery slope. I used to have, I'm going to say used to because I've been very good with it for the last couple of weeks, close to a month now. Bread, tortillas and stuff like that, having it in the house. Just to know it was in the house used to be such a trigger and caused me such emotional distress because I knew it was in the house and I was always craving it. I don't know what came over me the last few weeks, but it can be in the house. Not an issue. I have even bought some and not an issue. So certain things can just be really tricky when you come to binge eating, and I'm sort of trying to be hopeful that whatever the trigger was with it, it's kind of like going away. But as a person who's had an addiction, it's always back there somewhere. You may get it under control, and you may keep it under control for years. And it can take just one thing to set you off. So I'm always mindful of that. I'm not ignorant of that fact and I'll tell anyone, I'm not perfect. People are like, oh, you've done so well. Yeah, I've done well. And I still have hella struggles, big struggles. And I'm mindful of that. And I tell people, yeah, I've done well. I can acknowledge I've done well and come a long ways, but I still have my struggles that I have to deal with because I was a binger and a carb and sugar addict. So I hope everyone that's watching me can kind of relate to this, or if you know someone that's going through it, if you're going through it, you're not alone. And to just know that sometimes being ignorant is not bliss. It can cause you a lot of pain and sorrow. And it's better to acknowledge and deal with it and to struggle through it than to just say poo-poo it and, you know, not deal with it. But I have my coffee, and thank you guys for letting me chat with you. I'm going to drink this coffee, and then I'm going to figure out what I'm doing for the rest of the day, because it's not too pretty out there, but drives are always nice in the Pacific Northwest. So we'll see what I'm going to get myself into. I'll be back with you later. Hi, I am back. You can see I have my jacket on. I went to to Whole Foods really quick. So this is a very short, mini grocery haul to show you what I picked up there. And then we'll get to my first meal of the day because it is, let me look at the clock, 12:17. So I got some of this, some lactose-free half and half. Let's see if you can see this. Is it focusing? A staple with keto people mostly. Some almond milk. And some organic uncured hot dogs. I love these. And you can probably see the macros on these. 0. Now this is something I have not had before, and I was, curious to try these little chicken links. So let's see, the macros on these babies are pretty good because it's 0 carbohydrates. Let's see if you can see this. That, and I got some little beef strips. I made a big pot of soup, and I'm thinking in addition to that to kind of change things up, but also I don't mind eating the same thing for days, is to try to make maybe like some kind of stroganoff or something, but we'll see. Some egg whites, and what else did I get? Oh, I didn't pick this up on this trip, but I also got this from Whole Foods. And one more thing, this is not a Whole Foods pickup. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen this. I picked up some of these at Costco. And you just heat it in this own container. It has a little sippy cup thing right here, and you can just sip it. So I think this is really convenient. So that's kind of it for what I've picked up. Like I said, it was very minimal. So we're going to get to what I'm having for the first meal of the day. So I made this huge pot of soup. It's chicken soup. So this is actually going to be my first meal of the day. Not this whole container, but I'm going to scoop some out. And yesterday I was playing around in the kitchen. The holidays are coming up, and it was requested that I bring a dessert. And I'm like, do I stick to my original pecan pie, what I normally do, or do I venture out and do something wildly different? So yesterday I was playing around with a Reese's peanut butter pie, and to my amazement, just winging it, it came out really good. So good that someone already dug into it and left me this kind little note. So I'm thinking, I don't know, do I dare stray from a tradition and do the peanut butter pie? I don't know. Let me know below what y'all think. Stick with the original or go for something different. So I'm going to go ahead and do my first meal. I'm going to eat some soup, and we're going to see what the rest of this day is going to bring. I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I'm winging it today. See you guys later. Here it is. The cornbread, all that stuff I had sitting out, trying out a cornbread recipe for Thanksgiving. We'll see what it looks like when we try to cut through it when it cools. Very impressive. Hi, you guys. It is Sunday morning, and I apologize, and I'm just now wrapping up this video. So, to kind of recap from Saturday, I left off with a cornbread recipe. Now, I didn't go into great details about it because I was just trying it out. It came out, let's see, like this, and let me show you a piece of it. If I can get them out. Okay, I've taste tested it, but it didn't come out as cornbready as I like, but the taste is magnificent. It is so freaking savory and delicious. So this is going to work. What I'm going to do is cut it into small pieces, baggy, freezer. My bread for the stuffing will be ready for Thanksgiving. Woohoo! So that's out of the way. It wasn't that exciting of a Saturday. I didn't really do a whole lot. I finished off my meal yesterday by eating a bunless burger. Nothing exciting whatsoever. But I do want to thank you guys for stopping by and continuing to follow me on my journey. To all the new people, welcome, and I hope you stick with me. As always, do not forget to like and subscribe. And we are still continuing our water journey and our Whole Foods Challenge. And just a little reminder, celebrate your victories. A lot of times we forget to celebrate our victories while we're in the race and we're looking at that finish line. So I am going to insert a picture somewhere, here, somewhere, a before and after picture of myself. Always celebrate your milestones. And as always, thank you so much. I'm going to see you next week for another full day of eating. Bye, you guys.